Hey up, welcome to the Cannon Farm podcast. With us, the Nicholson brothers, farmers Rob and Dave.
We're two Yorkshire farmers who, along with our dad Roger, brother Rich and the rest of our family, have turned a farm with 2 sheds and a barn into an award-winning tourist attraction.
You've seen us on telly, live on Facebook, and now we've got our very own podcast.
We've been away for a while, 3 weeks in fact, but we're delighted to be back and we've got loads of stuff to tell you about what we've been up to.
Coming up.
But it's just a clever platform, isn't it? I go on YouTube, on my Google search engine, YouTube, and then I might, for instance, say Rob Nicholson 100 not out, right? And it's had more than 2,000 views.
Yeah. And 1,899 have all been Rob's.
It's a big thanks to Richard and Mum and Dad for stepping in over the last 3 weeks to enable us to be overseas on manoeuvres. But we're back now. So, Dave, what have you been up to?
We've been all over the place. We've been down south. We've been to Holland. We've been... we've been to Carlisle.
We've been busy.
We've been very busy.
Yeah.
What were your highlights? Where should we start?
My highlight would have to be going to Holland. It's a country I've long admired. You know, Dutch people, I've always regarded them as close friends of ours.
Yeah.
So to go there, receive a warm welcome, and see a country that takes its agriculture seriously.
Yeah, but is it turning its back on farmers?
Yeah, but that might be so, David, and political change happens from time to time, and countries oscillate, but there's a lot of farming goes on in Holland.
There is.
It's a serious place to grow things, to have livestock, and to see that and see how it's sort of valued it was interesting, very interesting.
I found the farmers extremely passionate. You know, they lived and breathed farming. They really did. Especially the dairy farmer and the cheesemakers.
Yeah.
You know, they milked their own cows, made cheese out of it, except on Sundays where the tanker picks it up.
Yeah.
And over Christmas.
And on Sundays, our friend Hugo, right, I don't know if this will go out before the winter on the farm, or was it Christmas episode?
I think it was this Christmas, this one.
So I need to be guarded about what I say here.
Yeah.
Right, Hugo was the dairy farmer from Holland, and his wife was called Mariah, Hugo and Mariah, and they were 2 really nice people, passionate people.
Award-winning.
They took their cheese making very, very seriously. But on a Sunday, they had a different agenda.
Yeah.
Right, and it was all about me time on a Sunday.
Yeah, and nap time.
Yeah, and they had a little nap.
They have naps every day, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Because if you start at 4 o'clock in the morning, you're going to need a nap, aren't you?
But on a Sunday, it's a special nap that they share together.
This conversation's going a little bit funny, so I'm going to change it, right? We did taste the cheese. Let's go back to cheese, right?
No, but just to finish that off, Hugo and Mariah work very closely together. Sunday is their day of rest.
They're actually married to each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sunday's the day of rest, and they have a special nap on an afternoon to cement their good relations.
Yeah.
What? It's what he told us.
Well, that's what Sundays are for, I suppose. Forget about going to church. Anyway, let's get back. We watched them make cheese.
Yeah.
Right? And they did the same process every day at 10 o'clock.
The process was?
They put the milk in a big vat.
Start with the milk, yeah.
Then they put I want to say, does it curdle the milk? What do they put in it?
Rennet.
Rennet.
Yeah.
They put rennet into the milk, and then it started going...
And that separates the curds and the whey.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. And
basically the solids, and then a liquidy thing that you would historically feed to pigs.
Right then.
But they were no longer allowed to feed to pigs for environmental reasons, which they were a little bit
they were sorry
sour
about,
weren't they? Yeah.
Yeah, well, if you've done it all your life...
Yeah.
And it's for the water quality in Holland.
Yeah. I think they're under environmental pressures in Holland because obviously there's water everywhere. They've got to be extremely careful about runoff from farm buildings.
Yeah.
And the pigs are something that cause more of a problem than most animals.
No, I did, because this farm is actually an island. It's like 110 acres on an island. They've got a little jetty to take you there backwards and forwards. Now, Henry, we have got a little film of this jetty, so you can show that if you like.
Okay.
And it's it's basically a hydraulic.
It's a chain.
Yeah,
on a pontoon.
Yeah,
It's a pontoon.
And it just takes vehicles from one side to the other and back again. We didn't have time to show the barge that took us from one side to the other on television, but it was really interesting place. Some really nice cows. He really cared for his cows, didn't he?
Well, he had a Dutch breed that looked like a Frisian, that was somewhat slightly different, but very beefy, like a dual-purpose breed, really.
But getting back to the cheese making, they added the rennet. It split the curds and the whey. The curds were all pushed together, put into moulds, and they were wooden moulds. They were maybe 100 years old, these moulds.
Yeah.
There was so much tradition about this cheese making. It was incredible.
And they were so precise. When they were cutting, they were sorting it out, and if they were went and got a little bit more, didn't they? Some of the moulds were smaller than others.
And then when the moulds had done the job and they got these perfectly round cheeses, the cheeses went for a salty bath, because the salty bath was integral to making it safe for humans to eat, because this cheese was made with raw milk.
Yeah. And am I right in thinking 22 kilos for the...
22 kilos.
For the... What would you call it? Is it a wheel?
And Mariah chucked them about like wagon wheels, didn't she?
Yeah.
Strong girl.
Oh, yeah. I'm used to it, aren't they? I mean, it's a workout. Who needs to go to gym when you're a cheesemaker?
Yeah. So what they've got there is a labour of love, something that they're proud to carry on, something that they've done in that family for 4 generations. And that's what you find in farming. You find people who are committed to the history, committed to the future of their craft. And this was a prime example. They were great people to meet, and I feel lucky to have met them.
Yeah. Now, they made Gouda.
Yep.
Some people call it Gouda.
Yeah.
But we're told it's Gouda.
We've had it from the horse's mouth. It's Gouda. And the horse's mouth being Mariah and Hugo.
Yeah. And they've actually won it 5 times now, the best Gouda in Holland.
Yeah.
Gold standard, and we tasted the cheese, didn't we, Rob?
So this will all be included in the Christmas programme. It's an episode of the Christmas programme on Channel 5. We believe it to be on the 23rd of December, but please keep an eye on your television schedule to confirm that. These schedules are always up in the air a little bit, aren't they?
It's a pity we can't have the extended version to put out, because they cut everything down so concentrated.
Yeah, but we took an extended version of our own.
Yeah, we did. We got told off, actually, right? I kept on getting my phone out and getting footage, right, just for Dale. And, and Paul did actually say, Dave, put your phone away.
So it might be that we do an extended YouTube version.
Oh,
that
that's
we put
a good
out
idea.
on YouTube.
Yeah, because
So
we are YouTubers now, aren't we?
If anyone is watching this and wants to get more content from Cannell Farm, they normally watch on Facebook. We're now trying to grow the YouTube channel and become YouTubers. I don't think we're there yet, but hopefully we will get there.
You see, YouTubers, right, they're not all kids.
No.
They can be older people like us.
But it's just a clever platform, isn't it? Yeah. To put things on, to watch things, to find things. I go on YouTube, on my Google search engine, YouTube, and then I might, for instance, say Rob Nicholson 100 not out, right? And then My Cricket Century appears on YouTube, right? And it's had more than 2,000 views.
Yeah. And 1,899 have all been Rob's. Right, anyway.
Can't go into any more detail, I don't think, about the Holland.
No.
About the cheese in Holland, because I think we're in danger of plagiarising the VT.
You're right, Rob. It's well worth a watch, and I think it's going to be on the 23rd of December. Now, that date might change, so check your...
Said that.
Have you done that already? Well, there you go. I got up early this morning. I was mucking out. I mucked 2 pens of the roundhouse out.
Right, so we went to see the cheesemaker.
Yeah.
We went to see the winter horn. Right?
Blowers.
Yeah. A winter horn is a thing to be rejoiced in. We didn't know what it was until we went to meet the guys.
Yeah.
And
one lady.
And it's a historic thing where a piece of timber, naturally grown timber, is hollowed out to make a unique noise which sends the darkness away and welcomes in the light nights.
Yeah, and we're talking pre-Christianity.
600 BC.
Yeah. That's when they can date it back to.
Yeah.
And very interesting how you make these instruments. Or
It's a winter horn.
Yeah. I mean, well, I'm not going to spoil anything, but they were tricky tricky to blow, weren't they?
Tricky to blow, tricky to make.
Yeah.
It's a great tradition. So the winter horn is something that will be featured, I think, on This Week on the Farm.
Now, if I chop down my silver birch tree, right, I'd have to wait a whole year before I could make a horn out of it.
Why?
Because that's what they do. They chop it down, they strip the bark off it.
Oh, to season it.
And then they leave it there for
Yeah,
a year.
yeah.
And then that's when you start, cutting into it.
So we've had cheese making, we've had winter horn. We went to see Frisian horses. Frisian horses, I have to say, if there's a nicer horse other than the Shire horse on God's green earth, I've never met it.
Oh,
They're
the miniature
so
American
majestic,
horse.
they're so noble, they've got long necks, they're so proud. They're typically used in the UK for pulling funeral hearses, they're particularly used in funerals. But they've got so much more to give than just that. They're a great dressage horse. I would imagine he did say they weren't great at jumping,
No,
didn't he?
they're no good at jumping. For some reason, they're a trotter.
Yeah.
The legs lift high naturally. They've got the most beautiful mane.
They're a carriage horse, aren't they?
It's like the mane's been crimped.
Yeah.
It's got a natural wave in it.
Yeah.
They are bonny horses.
They're a carriage horse, like a Dalmatian is a carriage dog.
Yeah.
So, and again, a bit similar. Plenty of attitude, plenty of sass, plenty of show and pizzazz. So that was really interesting. Really good family, really interesting place to go. And then that, I think, again, is another one for winter on the farm.
Yeah. Now, so skilled though, Rob. He can take a colt, a male horse, and in 5 to 6 weeks, it can be pulling a carriage and very extremely responsive.
And he can have 12 colts all in close proximity together, pulling the same carriage and be able to instruct them individually through the reins.
Yeah. Now, he did say he's only done that once or twice because it is quite very, very tricky to do. But he does hold the record for
I think he'd done 12 plenty of times.
Has he?
I think he'd done up to 22 or something like that.
Crikey.
So
That's really, really good.
So we got Frisian horses, we did cheese, we did winter horn, we met Joust, Dutch spotted sheep, a pioneer of the Dutch spotted sheep industry in the UK. Most of the stock, including ours, that originally came to the UK from the Netherlands, was from Joust. And Joust is a passionate breeder of sheep.
You know when you've got a picture in your head of somebody before you meet him?
Nothing like that.
No.
No.
I liked him a lot.
I thought he'd be fair-haired.
I thought he'd be tall,
Yeah.
fair-haired. I thought he'd be like, say, 6.5 foot.
I thought he'd be slightly balding.
I thought he'd wear a gilet and be eccentric.
And he was medium-sized, he was curly-haired, he was dark-haired.
And he didn't want any praise.
A little bit eccentric. Yeah, he was very humble.
Yeah.
He didn't, if someone said to me, a nice, I suppose, you always want to feel as though you've earned the praise you get, don't you? Everyone does. But he was a modest man.
Yeah.
He didn't want to be the star of the show. He just wanted to breed good average sheep.
That's what he said.
Yeah.
Well, I think really good sheep.
And we shouldn't be. We're having a little bit of mirth around his use of the English language, which really we should hang our heads in shame because the Dutch are such eloquent speakers of English, aren't they?
Yeah.
And we're so useless at most languages. And he got a bit tied up with good average sheep, meaning he thought that he wanted to be
Exceptional sheep.
Yeah, but good average didn't translate quite to what he meant.
No,
did
I want to breed exceptional sheep.
Yeah.
Is what he really meant to say.
He was passionate about the future of the Dutch spotted sheep, the direction of travel that they should go in. And really, everyone has a sheep of the dreams, don't they? We've got the sheep of our dream. I know I have. I see a sheep sometimes and think that is my perfect sheep or that is close to it. Whereas other people might say he's lacking a bit of shoulder.
I think we sold our perfect sheep this year.
Which one?
That chap who bought it, who was going to show it in Wales.
Do you think?
Yeah, I thought that gimmer was exceptional.
Oh dear.
I think it just got better and better.
We might never have another like it.
No.
That's the danger of selling your better stuff because sometimes you sell the things that you really should have kept. But if you never sell anything really good, you never get your name out there, you never grow your reputation. So it's always that dilemma.
But on the plus side, it's going to the Royal Welsh Show.
Yeah.
And it's going to have our name on it.
Yeah.
Right? So if it does well, we'll know about it.
True.
And everybody will know where it came from.
So really what we're saying is it's important to sell your better stuff to people who are going to show it and carry on extolling the virtues of our breeding.
Exactly.
So Joust was a good man, very good man actually. He made us very, very welcome. I'm going to message him actually.
Yeah.
I haven't done yet. I need to message him. So then the fifth film was
Clogs.
Clogs. You've got to go, if you go into the Netherlands, you would be remiss not to make some clogs. And we were lucky enough
We were
to meet
shown,
one
yeah.
of the last
7.
seven clog makers left in the Netherlands.
Yeah.
Although, people that don't use power tools.
Yeah, or a computer just drills them out. Right, he was very, very skilled. And all of us, it just took this wet piece of wood, right, and within 5 minutes, it were looking quite like a clog.
He turned it into the most comfortable pair of slippers I've ever had on my feet.
Well, where are they now then?
Yeah. No, he was a really good guy, really friendly. He had a great workshop.
Yeah.
And hopefully that's another one for winter on the farm.
That one's winter.
Yeah.
Horn blowing and cheese were Christmas. And
Frisian horses, Dutch sheep and clogs were for winter on the farm.
and we did that in 4 days.
5 films in 4 days.
And that's including travelling.
Yeah.
So that we were full on. We barely had time to have a beer at the end of the night.
But we found time.
We did find time. But can I just say, my first beer, €12 a pint.
Most were a 7 or 8 though, weren't they?
Yeah.
It calmed down.
But when we got in that village, that town, when we had a night out and we went to an Italian restaurant, then to 2 bars afterwards,
Yeah.
I think it was about €6 a pint.
And you made a new friend there, didn't you?
And he was called, what was he called now? Rob wanted to call him Steve.
But anyway, you made a new friend.
Well, it got us on the pool table, didn't it?
yeah. And we had a nice time. We had a good evening. It was very enjoyable.
A lot of the locals in the bar had a chat with us. It was good.
I've got a little bit of footage, Henry, that I can supply to you.
Oh, him potting a ball.
With me potting quite a nice ball at pool.
Yeah, but can you say I took the footage and it's a great shot.
So that, in a nutshell, is our trip to Holland.
Yeah.
In addition to going to Holland, we've been filming the links for winter on the farm, for Christmas on the farm. We've been away shooting a few VTs up and down the country. We've been down to London for one. We got ourselves in a bit of a pickle, didn't we? We went through one of those bridges, and they'll say not suitable, only things of a certain height. We got the cattle trailer on.
Yeah.
And I says to Dave, flipping heck, Dave, are we going to get down
We're going to
there?
go down a tunnel.
We're going to get down there. He says, yeah, we're all right. We're definitely all right.
No, I
Next
said we're low enough to fit down the tunnel.
Next thing, there's this awful scraping on the side of the trailer.
But there were 2 things down the side I didn't see. And and they're made from heavy metal, them.
And so once I was committed, I got to go all the way through. But then I managed to swing round before going under the bridge. Because I thought, if those things are there for a reason.
Exactly. You want to carry on.
And anyway, we managed to get round. Some minor damage to the trailer. But we got out without a fine yet. I've had nothing through the post yet.
Even though other day when I was travelling home from my daughter's, I was doing 64 miles an hour in a 60 and camera flashed.
So has it got
I
you?
literally was just overtaking a car and then signalling back in, and it got me.
So have you got a fine?
No, I haven't had it yet.
But you think you're going to?
I'm hoping it doesn't turn up.
Dave, let's just hope that you were bang on 60 and that letter doesn't drop through your postbox and spoil your Christmas.
Well, yeah, my speed limit were coming down all the time, running up to that point. So hopefully, 60 or 61, we'll see.
Anyway, so we've been busy filming. We've been busy travelling and filming, but we've also been busy at home in the form of our sheep sale.
Yeah.
Spent a lot of time getting ready for that.
Yeah, a lot of mucking out. Had to muck the entire building out. And then we did a bit of cleaning up. We had Tim from Melvin's come, and we actually had a steel frame built for the stage, if you like, the ring.
Yeah.
And I think that worked well.
So we basically had 140 sheep that we all prepped, that were trimmed, that were clipped, that were washed, that were got show ready. Really, every one of them was show ready, and everyone went in the ring. And thankfully, the buyers came, good prices were achieved, and all the hard work proved worthwhile.
Yeah, because we were always a bit worried. You've got a big bill for clipping them, for trimming them.
Well, $4.5 grand.
Yeah, you've got another bill, all your own staff washing them.
Yeah.
Right, and then you've got to clean the shed out, erect the ring, do the sale, take everything down and put it all back together.
There's a lot of work, there's a lot of endeavour. But if you think about selling 140 sheep in bits and bobs all around the country at different sales, there's a cost to that. Every time you set off, you've got diesel, you've got the disruption to the sheep, you've got the disruption to yourselves, you've got asking staff to work extra hours, leaving the place short sometimes because you're at market. So there's an efficiency to bringing other buyers to here. So it was a production sale. All the surplus sheep, because you can't keep them all the surplus sheep were auctioned off to other pedigree breeders to add value to the breeds that we're involved in and hopefully to give satisfaction to the people that bought them. We've had a great feedback from it and we enjoyed the day immensely.
And we sold a few sheep afterwards as well. That people, when they missed the sale, I had a few phone calls, wanted a couple of valets. So there's a few sheep and goats to go. Now, Rob, top price sheep, what was it?
Wasn't it 3,000?
I think so.
3,000.
And bottom price, was it 400?
Something like that.
Yeah, and we still had an auctioneer. We still had the auctioneers to pay. And the beauty of this, we had cameras rigged up so people could bid online.
Martai, it's called.
And we had quite a few online sales.
I think the days of doing a sheep sale without the online community are gone.
Yeah.
You know, people can bid on Martai from all around the world. Basically, you can be sat in Hong Kong buying a sheep in Barnsley. Now, if that doesn't blow your mind, nothing will.
Well, it certainly worked, and, you know, it helped get the price up. And I think, you know, credit to Philip and a credit to all our team who worked extremely hard for this event to go off. So well done to everybody.
Well, Danny, just single out Danny and Wade, they washed an awful lot of sheep.
Yeah.
They lift them carefully into the bubble bath. They gently soaped them. They rinsed them. They lifted them out. And really, that is not a job for the faint-hearted. Some of these sheep are big girls and big boys, you know.
Yeah. We sold a few tups, didn't we?
Yeah, they're not tiny animals.
Yeah.
So well done to everyone. But the people that wash the sheep, I think, would be my big heroes.
There was Hannah's, Charlotte, Amy. They all had a go at washing them. But Ruth probably as well.
I think Danny and Wade would probably have their hands on pretty much everyone that went in that bath and came out again. So,
and it is a tough job.
So well done to everyone. Well done for making it a success. And hopefully the people that bought these animals will be pleased with them. And like you said earlier, go on to show them, to represent the breed, and to represent our flock with hopefully with distinction.
And everybody had a good time. You know, there's a buzz. All the farm staff, they wanted it to succeed. You know, they were bringing all the sheep through, getting them on. We had 2 ramps
like
in and out. They did a fantastic
like
job.
clockwork.
And then they got all the trailers in and out safely. Well done to Charlotte and Hannah.
What did we do at the end?
And
we
Wade.
treated them to a warm meal in the Hungry Llama. And some of them only wanted a portion of chips.
Well, there you are.
That's all they had, portion of chips.
Well done.
Said you could have had a beef burger. You could have had what you wanted. But Charlotte only had cheesy chips.
Well, I hope she enjoyed them.
Thanks for listening to this episode of the Cannon Hall Farm podcast.
If you're short of any Christmas presents, why not go on the Cannon Hall Farm website and have a look at the merch department. We've got Rich's new cookbook. We've got all the clothing, calendars, you name it, it's on there.
And don't forget, Dave, that's cannonhallfarm.co.uk. And don't forget, your Christmas meat can be delivered from our farm to your door anywhere in the country.
Except the Isle of Wight. I don't know why, but they don't do it.
Well, if they live there, Dave, they'll have to get on ferry. We'll give you plenty of ice packs. You'll get it home before it gets too warm.
Yeah, well, until then, I've been Farmer Dave.
I've been Farmer Rob.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. I wonder if it would last that long.
It would do.
How far is the Isle of Wight?
I think you get ice packs in a sealed container. One of them polystyrene things.
Think anyone would come?
Oh, they'll come. It's good meat.